Good morning, students. How are you? Hope you all are fine. Dear students, please send me your attendance. Send me your attendance, बच्चे. Let me check your attendance. Who is present? Beta, I have to just maintain record. Of your attendance. So please send me your attendance first. Then I will start discussion. I just got attendance from Jasmine, Varda, Harkirat, Jasmine 1, Dilpreet, Navjot, Harshneet, Isha. What about Mehtab, Singh Sakhi, Prablin? Please tell them to join immediately. Dear students, one thing. Today I'm just going to revise the sexual reproduction in plants. Tomorrow I will just take your oral test. I will ask some multiple choice question related to this topic online. And tomorrow you will get 2 links on the Facebook. One for this class revision and one for my recorded video of sexual reproduction in plants. Everything there will be a detail. So kindly check that recorded video. This video you will just like no need to see it again because you will just understand everything lively. But recorded video is must for your revision because tomorrow I will just take quiz. It will be like a quiz oral test. I just ask you question and you have to just give me reply. So tomorrow is your quiz multiple choice question test in live class. Topic is sexual reproduction in plant. So today again I'm just going to revise this topic, and tomorrow Facebook posting you will get link of recorded video also, in which everything is given in detail, so that video is must for you. For revision I suggest you to just see that recorded video. I just try to send you that link today. You will just get that link in Facebook posting also. I just send you it to class teacher so that today you can revise for your tomorrow test. Good morning, Prablin. Okay. Good morning, Pooja. Where is Singh Sakhi Mehtab? Tell them to join. Isha. Okay. Thanks, Isha, for thumbs up. Okay, beta. Now let's start revision of sexual reproduction in plants. Beta, next week I just send you recorded video of sexual reproduction in animal. Then I again discuss some topics related in live class. Then again I just take multiple choice question test from that topic in the same way. Because this chapter is very, very important and you need more revision for this chapter. Okay. Now come to a sexual reproduction in plants. Yes, bache, sexual reproduction in plants. First of all, you should know about what is reproduction. What is reproduction? Yes, what is reproduction? Reproduction is the process by which, yes, who joined the class? RMD. I think 2 students left. Singh Sakhi. Tell please Singh Sakhi. I have a contact number of Singh Sakhi. Just send message. Please join class. I don't have contact number of Mehtab. So please, if you are having contact number of Mehtab, tell Mehtab to join the class. Okay. Sexual reproduction in plants. First of all, what is reproduction? Today I will no need to send me answer on WhatsApp. If I ask, then only need to send. Otherwise, today I repeat the topic. Tomorrow, I just want answer from your side. I want answer from everyone when there will be a test. Reproduction is a process by which organisms produce young one of their own kind and multiply in number. It is not essential for organisms to stay alive. Okay? It is not essential. Okay, it is not essential for an organism to stay alive as nutrition, respiration, excretion. We can't live without nutrition, respiration, excretion, but we can live without reproduction. But still, it is a important characteristics of living organism for continuation of species. So reproduction is a very it play a very important role in human life. Okay, now what is a need of reproduction? First point I discussed with you is regarding continuation of life. Living beings are not immortal, but they have to maintain their existence millions of years from the time of their origin because they produce copies by reproduction. So, for the continuation of the life, reproduction is required. Second point, preservation of species. Organism of species produce many new organisms very similar to themselves, but their number increase generation after generation. This increases the size of population and helps in the existence of the species. Third point, which I discussed with you, is regarding replacement of dead individual. Daily millions number of the peoples die, and to replace their number, new individuals are required. Is that clear? Then I discussed about role in evolution. Reproduction introduces variation in the offsprings, and these variation play important role in evolution. Now, what is evolution? Evolution is the production of new organism from existing without with some gradual modification. Like पहले जो human था with tail था, धीरे धीरे उसमें changes आई, ठीक है, वेरिएशन हुई ना. अब जो ह्यूमन है विदाउट टेल है उसने बहुत अच्छे से अडेप्ट कर लिया. देन दैट फॉर्म अ फेवर ऑफ एवोल्यूशन, लाइक द कैरेक्टर्स व्हिच हेल्प्स टू अडेप्ट. ठीक है. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज रिप्रोडक्शन में बेटा सी एवरी ऑर्गेनिज्म लुक्स सिमिलर but they are different, like their characters are like their body design is similar. Now which thing is responsible for their body design? DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. It is present in gametes. When they fertilized, their DNA transfer to the offspring. Not same DNA transfer. DNA replicate. It just form a exact copy of DNA. Then a new organism get their DNA hereditary material from their parents. Okay? So that organism is not exactly same, but certain characters are there. Because during DNA replication, like जब DNA replicate करता है, exact copy बनाता है, there occur some kind of variations, mutations, changes in the DNA segment. So इससे क्या होता है? This introduce variation. ठीक है? So all that are not exactly same. There are certain characters only that can match with their parents. Now come to types of reproduction. Reproduction is of two types. One is asexual. Beta, kindly see my recorded video also. Today I just send you link for a reason. Like today in evening, you just see that video, recorded video. Then you will be able to prepare for your tomorrow test. Is that clear? For every for reproduction chapter, for every topic, I will just send a one recorded video also. Asexual, sexual. Asexual reproduction. हाँ जी. Asexual reproduction क्या होता है? When the reproduction occur without the formation and fusion of gametes, like the reproduction which occurs without the formation and fusion of gametes, like gametes क्या करते हैं? Fuse नहीं करते. And now Anchal, why you are so late, beta? Till now I have not got any response from Singh Sakhi present. Okay. Anshul. Okay, students. So, बच्चे, what about asexual reproduction? Asexual reproduction occur without the formation of gametes. Like there is no formation of gametes. Okay? Hanji. Then wait, beta. Wait for 1 minute. Okay. Then beta, it is a uniparental because asexual reproduction does not involve any sex cell, any kind of special cell called sex cells or gametes. In asexual reproduction, only one parent is required. Okay? So, what are the characteristics of asexual reproduction? Characteristics of asexual reproduction. ठीक है हाँ जी बेटा total students in your class is 16 but right now only 12 students are present. What about other students? In the end of my live class, I just maintain record of your attendance. If any student is absent for their class, they have to just give me explanation because your class is must. Okay, now one student more send me attendance, but you are very late, beta. Always you have to just be on time for your live class. Okay? Hanji. Now what are the characteristics of asexual reproduction? Tomorrow again I'm just telling you who missed this word, like you are tomorrow you have a test of this topic, sexual reproduction in plant. Live class I will just take test. Okay. Asexual reproduction is uniparental, like only one parent is involved. Does not involve fusion of any kind of gametes, and all the cell divisions are mitotic, like one cell divided into two and chromosome number remain same. Okay. Next is it is a method of rapid multiplication, and the daughter organisms are genetically identical to the parents. And its detailed explanation we will discuss in separate lesson. Now come to the sexual reproduction. Hanji, what do you mean by sexual reproduction? It is a type of reproduction which involve two different sexes, male and female. Male sex, like male gametes and female gametes, they fuses together to form a zygote. Then zygote undergo repeating mitotic division and form embryo. Then full new organism is formed from that embryo. Is that clear? Okay. So sexual reproduction is a type of reproduction that involves individual belonging to two different sexes, male, female. These are the two sexes that take part in the mode of reproduction. Male organism form male gamete called sperm in case of human, and female organism form female gamete called egg, ovum in case of like animals, you can say. Okay. Now gametes are formed in the sex organ. It involves reproduction. Gametes, like this process is called fertilization, when male gamete fuses with female gamete and form zygote. This process is called syngamy. Now come to the characteristics of sexual reproduction. What are the characteristics of sexual reproduction? In animal, it is biparental. Like two parents involved. One is male, one is female. Okay? Hanji. Next, gametes are also formed. Gametes are formed by meiotic division. Meiosis, in this chromosome number reduces to half, so that let's suppose 46 is the chromosome number. When male gamete and female gamete they join together, 23 from male, 23 from female, they just form 46 again in a new organism. Like half of the chromosome number organism obtained from male and half from female. So there are mixed kind of characters in new organism. Is that clear? So in the sex cell, meiosis occur. Meiosis is a kind of cell division in which chromosome number reduces to half. Is that clear? Now, beta, next character is fusion of male and female gamete to form different parents. As a result of fertilization, zygote is formed. Zygote under repeating division, and daughter organisms are genetically different from both the parents, but there are certain characters which are resembled. Is that clear? Now we have to discuss about sexual reproduction in plants. But before starting it, I want to discuss significance of sexual reproduction. Yes, sexual reproduction, it result in new combination of gene brought in zygote, which introduce variation. Okay, because see, certain genes they're just getting from one parent and certain genes they're getting from other parent. So in this they introduce variation, and variation play important role in evolution and chromosome number maintain always in future generation. Now next topic is sexual reproduction in plants. Hanji. Plants may first of all flower is a reproductive organ. Flower is a reproductive part of plant. Flower is a reproductive part. Flower consists of, first of all, at the bottom, pedicel is there. Okay, stalk-like structure. Then thalamus, or also called receptacle, in which all parts of flowers are inserted. Is that clear? So, flower consists of different parts. First part is calyx, corolla, also called sepals, petals, stamen, male reproductive part, also called endoecium. Okay? And then pistil, also called carpel, also called gynoecium, and it is also called female reproductive organ. Hanji. Calyx is called sepal, corolla is called petals, stamen is called male reproductive organ, pistil is called female reproductive organ. Is that clear? Hanji. Now, bache, sepals. First of all, we have to discuss about sepals. It is a outermost holes of the flower. It can be a 5 green colored leaf-like structures, and the function is to protect the flower during bud conditions. Now come to corolla. Corolla is a petals, like if they are found in various colors. And what is their function? To attract the insects for pollination. Now what about stamen? These are vegetative part of plant, and these are reproductive part of plant, which play important role in sexual reproduction in plant. If they ask question, what is a male reproductive organ in a flower? Stamen, also called endoecium. Stamen consists of anther and filament. This is a filament, and this is a anther. Anther is a bilobed. Each lobe contains 2 pollen sacs. Total anther consists of 4 pollen sacs, which consist of powdery moss called pollen, and these are called pollen grains, and these are male gametes. Okay, so now come to what is the function of filament? It is just connect anther and filament. Connective tissue is there in between, which connect this filament and anther. Now come to a female reproductive organ: pistil, stigma, style, and ovary. Okay. Like this is a female reproductive organ. It is also called pistil. It is also called carpel, also called gynoecium. Here it will be like this. Stigma at the top, stigma, style, and ovary at the bottom. Is that clear? Stigma, style, ovary. Pollen grains are transferred from anther of stamen to the stigma of the carpel. In this way, pollination occurs. This is called pollination. Transfer of pollen grain from anther of a stamen, anther of a stamen to a stigma of the carpel. Fertilization होती है वहां पे जाके zygote बनता है, seed develop होता है. In this way, sexual reproduction take place in plant. So this is called pollination. Students, for pollination concept, if you see my recorded video that I sent today, in that recorded video I have just given all the content, even explanation. If you need content to write, everything is given in that recorded video. In that video, main thing is regarding there are certain characteristics of insect pollinated flowers and wind pollinated flowers are given that need to learn. Okay, in exam they ask question, what are the insect pollinated flower? Insect pollination क्या होती है? Pollination needs some agent to transfer pollen grains from one flower to another. Okay, so pollination occur by insect is called insect pollination. Like bees, they just take pollen from a one flower and just carry to the next flower. They stick together. Okay, in this way pollination take place. Pollination occur by wind, pollination occur by water, pollination occur by birds. So in this way pollination. Is that clear? So pollination is a transfer of pollen grain from anther of stamen to the stigma of the carpel. Now there are two types of pollination. One is self-pollination and one is cross-pollination. What is the self-pollination? Yes, beta, that also comes in the category of insects. One student asked me question, Isha. Yes, beta, pollination can also occur by butterflies. Okay. So, beta, open your book, open the page number where insect pollinated flowers are given, wind pollinated flowers are given, characters. Please read it out. I just give you 2 minutes. Hope you just read it, the insect pollinated flowers and wind pollinated flower. Now, first of all, I want to discuss about types of pollination, that is self-pollination and cross-pollination. हाँ जी, self-pollination and cross-pollination. What do you mean by self-pollination? What is self-pollination? Yes. Hanji. Self-pollination is a transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma of a same flower or flower of a same plant. Like flower same हो सकता है, उसमें male reproductive part भी होगा, female reproductive part भी होगा. One question asked from Jasmine. Jasmine, if you see my previous videos in which I just discussed this topic, I show you the flower. Flower से बेटा पता लग जाता है कि you will see that anthers at the top, stigma, style, ovary, the same structure which I draw earlier. With diagram, you will be able to understand. Still, if you will not be able to understand, with video calling, I just teach you how you can just identify which part is male, which part is female. Otherwise, next lesson, I just bring a flower, I show you also which one is male part, which is female part. Okay. This was your doubt. Okay. Self-pollination is the transfer of pollen grain from an anther of a stamen to the stigma of a flower, like stigma of a female part. Same flower, it can be same flower, but it can be a different flower. Like एक का मेल हो गया पार्ट जहाँ से एंथर आए हैं फॉर pollen grains आए हैं और दूसरा एक फ्लावर है, but flower belong to a same plant. Okay, so that is a self-pollination. But in case of cross-pollination, flowers are different and belong to a different plant. Anther of one plant, flower of one plant, and stigma of another flower of another plant. Example is that's cross pollination maize में होती है, ठीक है, and self pollination occur in groundnut. Now next comes to the fertilization. Next, beta, please read all the points right regarding that characters of the flowers, like insect pollinated flower, how pollen grains are there, how what about stigma, and you have to just read all the points regarding wind pollinated flowers. Is that clear? It is very, very important. Now come to fertilization. Fertilization क्या होता है? See, when the pollen grain transfer from anther of stamen to the stigma of the carpel, then chicken. So this is what stigma. This is what style. And this is what ovary. Here, anther, this is what female reproductive part. Now, what happens? Anther come from, pollen grains come from another plant. Okay, here the pollen grains come. Okay, pollen grains come from another plant. Then, okay, then just this pollen grains, when it just enter into the stigma, okay, then what will happen? It will just pass and form a tube, pollen tube. It will just form a pollen tube. This pollen tube, it will just pass inside the embryo, or you can say embryo sac or ovary. This is a embryo sac. Okay, it enter into here. Embryo sac consists of one egg cell and two pollen nuclei, and these pollen tube also contain two pollen grains called two male gametes and one nucleus. One nucleus, that is called tube nucleus. This is called tube nucleus. When these one of the male gamete, when it just passed to the ovary, it fuses with the egg. It will form zygote. Then embryo is formed, seed is developed. Okay, this process is called fertilization and syngamy. And what about other male gamete? This male gamete, it fuses with these two polar nuclei. It will form endosperm. Like one male gamete it will fuses with egg cell. In embryo sac, it will form zygote. Process is called fertilization and syngamy. Okay. Then after this process is called syngamy. Then after this, next this is a one fertilization. Okay. Now other female gamete. There were two male gametes in the pollen tube. Now one male gamete, it fuses with polar nuclei. Okay, two polar nuclei which is present in the embryo sac of female. Two polar nuclei. Now there are three. 2 plus 1, 3. So it will form endosperm. This process is called triple fusion. Triple fusion क्यों? 2 plus 1, 3. So it is a triple fusion, and there are two fertilization occur in this process. One is one male gamete with egg cell from zygote, that is one fertilization, and this is also a fertilization. So it is a concept of two double fertilization. Now, what is the function of this endosperm? Endosperm provide nourishment to developing embryo. zygote के बाद जो embryo बनता है ना, उसको nourishment provide करते हैं. Now what will happen after the post fertilization changes? Post fertilization changes result in the formation of seed. Zygote divide several times to form embryo within the ovule. Embryo possess radical, plumule and cotyledonous. ठीक है, embryo possess ठीक है. So these are cotyledonous. These are cotyledonous. This is the structure of the seed germination. This is a cotyledonous. Function is to store the food, and then this is a plumule part which give rise to future root. Seed से तो plant develop होता है ना. This rise to future root. Sorry, shoot. And this is a radical part which give rise to future root. So this is called seed germination. The embryo develop into seedling under favorable conditions. Okay, the process of development of seedling from a seed is called germination. And what about that ovary wall? Ovary wall form pericarp, fruit wall. Ovule develop into seeds, and on getting favorable conditions, seed germinate to form a small seedling. In favorable condition, the seeds germinated into the small seedling, which finally develop into a plant. Is that clear? So this was all about sexual reproduction in plant. So now, bache, I just give you one question to solve. Question is, please write down the question and solve it and send me answer right now. Question is at least three difference between pollination and fertilization. Send me answer, bache. You can just write on a paper. You just click me photo. Click the photo of that paper and send me right now. I just give you 5 minutes. Difference between pollination and fertilization. Please note it down. Yes, beta. Again, I am repeating. Tomorrow is your test. Topic is sexual reproduction in plant. And tomorrow I will just send you one recorded video also via your class teacher. See that video for your revision. Again, for the sexual reproduction in plants. Everything will be given there. Okay? So tomorrow I will just take your quiz test. I just give you 5 minutes. Meanwhile, Mehtab is present, but Mehtab, you are so late. Difference between pollination and fertilization. Within 5 minutes, do it and send me right now. Hope you have written. I just got response from Varda. I'm waiting from the response from other student also. Jasmine, at least with 3 points you have to send me. You have just sent me 1 point, bache. Isha, where Anshul, beta, please send me answers. I'm waiting. I just gave you 2-3 minutes now. Then you have to just send me answer. Tomorrow, beta, please be prepared for your test. Because next week I just send you a recorded video of sexual reproduction in animal in advance. See that recorded video. Then I discuss a topic here, live class. Same way which I just discussed for sexual reproduction in plant. Difference between pollination and fertilization. Okay, let me see the answer. I just got answer from Singh Sakhi also. Pollination is the process of transfer of pollen grain from flower to another, but fertilization is process which occur after the successful process of pollination. And fertilization is diffusion of male and female gamete take place in. Actually, it is not diffusion; it is fusion. Singh Sakhi, beta, please correct it. There is lot of difference between diffusion and fusion. Fusion का मतलब होता है they fuse together. Other things, other points are correct, beta, but it is a fusion. Okay, I think you have just written by mistake. Okay, by mistake you have written it is a fusion of male and female gamete that form zygote. Okay, now let me see the answer of other students. Isha, she has sent me photograph. Pollination is a physical process. Fertilization is a genetic and biochemical process. Example of mechanism, pollination is external mechanism. Fertilization is internal mechanism. Pollination occur early stage of sexual reproduction of plant. Fertilization proceed by pollination. Okay. Let me see the answer of Varda also. Prablin, where are you? You have not sent me any answer, bache. Prablin, pollination is a transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma. And what about fertilization? Fusion of male and female gamete. This is done in plants. This is done in animals. No, beta. We are just, Varda, what you have written, beta. Fertilization, we are just doing what? Sexual reproduction in plant. We discussed what? Fertilization. That was in plants, beta. अभी animals की तो मैंने शुरू ही नहीं की. Fertilization भी तो plants में होती है. अभी हमने fertilization ही तो की है. Fusion of male and female gamete. Reproductive organ in plants, flowers. This is not correct. Okay, let me explain all the points. Pollination is a transfer of pollen from anther to stigma. Fertilization is a fusion of male and female gamete. Fertilization, pollination, pollen grain transfer male nucleus to stigma of female organ. But fertilization, fusion of male and female plants inside the female sex organ. ठीक है, लाइक उसमें क्या होता है, पोलन ग्रेन ट्रांसफर होते हैं फ्रॉम मेल टू फीमेल. फर्टिलाइजेशन फीमेल पार्ट के अंदर होती है, फ्यूजन होती है. ठीक है. Pollination is a physical process. Fertilization is a physiochemical process. Okay, pollination it precedes fertilization, and fertilization it follow pollination. अगर pollination होगी तभी fertilization होगी, और pollination it precedes, आगे करती है fertilization. Okay, so this was the point. Okay, now beta, I just asked you 2-3 questions related to topic because topic is covered. Let me ask you 1-2 questions. Again, that will be like a multiple choice question because 10 minutes left. I will just take 5 minutes more because I have to go somewhere else. It is very important. So I just take 5 minutes more. Okay. Question is, wait, beta, let me ask you question. Okay, it is only a filling the blanks. You have to just fill. You have to just send me answer. I just asked you the question. Each anthers bear 4 dash. You have to fill that blank. Each anther bears 4 dash. Send me answer very quickly. It is very easy. Each anther bears 4 dash. Yes, Simsaki, your last point is also correct. Good. Hanji beta, send me answer. I asked question, each anther bears 4. Okay. Each anther bear 4. Question is, each anther bear 4 dash. You have to fill that blank. Yes, beta, send me answer. Each anther bear 4 dash. You have to fill that blank. I have not got any response from any of the student, and it is a so easy question. I think you are not able to understand my question. Okay, let me write here. Each anther bear 4 dash. You have to fill this blank. Yes, beta. Not got response from any of the student. Very bad. Yes. No. Correct answer is given by Jasmine and Varda. Each anther bear 4 pollen sac, and each pollen sac consists of pollen grains. ठीक है, because anther is a bilobed. If you see my recorded video, which I just like after this live class, you can just see, open the link again, you just see I told you that each anther is a bilobed, and each lobe consists of, like, that anther consists of a pollen sac. Each lobe consists of 2 pollen sac. Totally it becomes 4 pollen sac, which consist of pollen grains. Okay, next question is, carpel is the dash reproductive organ of the plant. Carpel is the dash reproductive organ of the plant. Carpel is the dash reproductive organ of the. Okay, Isha already given this answer, but I didn't see. I'm sorry, Isha. Thank you very much. You have just given correct answer. Now please be happy. Isha. Okay. Yes, I got answer from Dilpreet also. Dilpreet also given correct answer. But Dilpreet is spelling of sac is not S-A-C-K. It is sacs. S-A-C-S. Okay, now question is, carpel is a, yes, Varda, almost I got answer from all the students, and every student given correct answer. Very good, all of you. Answer is, it is a female reproductive part. Good. Now, bache, I have to leave the class. Tomorrow, please prepare for your test. Very soon, till evening, I will just send you that recorded video of sexual reproduction in plant. Revise that video. Everything will be given. Then tomorrow, I'll just take a test of this topic. Next week, again, we will do topic sexual reproduction in animal with the same way. I just send you one advanced recorded video. Then you will just see that video. Then I discuss important topics here. Then I just take test of reproduction in animals. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Any doubts, please send me on WhatsApp.